That's just because your
Mhm.
soul is beautiful.
Right.
Yeah. Whoa, there's a colorblind mode here. Oh, night mode. Nice.
Ooh.
Colorblind mode just turns green into red. That's very funny. Hmm. Interesting.
Very interesting.
No, it's only a little bit.
Decently interesting. Kind of interesting.
I don't even know how I got here.
Me
Like,
neither.
this is the beginning of the game, I'm pretty sure. That I never
This is the
played.
beginning of the end.
Thank God. Finally, someone will end it.
Isn't everything the beginning of the end?
That
Until the end,
is
that is.
kind of a thing many people have thought about.
They have thought the great thoughts. So
Yep. I guess this kind of says it's a tutorial, but when you get right down to it, it's just the London stage again.
God, this part is so bad. I hate this game.
What's going on?
They have you have to replay the same segment 5 times, which is kind of boring.
That sounds pretty rough.
I mean, it's fine. It's kind of quick, but it's duller than it had to be.
I see. I see.
Could have been more fun. That's what I'm saying.
I've been having a lot of strange little thoughts about the concept of could have been more fun. But then like I play games that like aren't very fun.
There's a lot of those.
Yeah. And recently I was
And
playing Oh, sorry.
typically I play a boring game, and then I stop playing it because it's not very fun. And I don't really play games, for deep reasons. Kind of
Mm,
just play games because they're fun.
true. True. Yeah.
This is the problem with books. People read a book and like, oh, I have to read this because it's important.
Mhm.
Yeah, probably isn't.
No. How many important
And
books are there really?
if it is important,
Yeah.
someone will probably pay you to read it.
Oh.
Mm.
A curious assertion for you to make.
I do believe that most stuff that is important, probably someone will pay you to read it. So you don't have to, struggle for it. You just have to find the guy willing to pay you for it.
Here's my thought.
All right. Let's hear it.
Sometimes you go to college and then you pay people
That's a
to
really
have
bad idea, bro.
you read books. So it's
Right.
sort of like the opposite of your idea.
Yeah. Maybe you shouldn't go to college.
John's poker rules. Anyway, recently I was playing this game, Proverbs, and it's like an interesting game, but then you sort of you play all of it in the sense that you have figured out what the mechanic does. And then it's just like, how much do you want to do more of that?
I mean, I do like the choice, but
Yeah. The weird thing to me was realizing, like, wait a minute. I can wish for this game to have done something different, but then it would just be a different game, you know? It would be like wishing John Sudoku had made Sudoku into a first-person shooter.
that would be kind of cool, though. I mean,
Yeah. I mean, obviously, when I put it that way, it sounds pretty based.
could have been pretty good, you know. Could have been pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the problem is that I'm a retard, so I don't know. I
Okay.
don't know if we can fix that.
What
So,
is...
New
Oh,
Vegas.
go on.
New Vegas has 4 DLCs, right?
Mm-hmm.
And they're pretty good. They're pretty good. One of them has one really good character, and the rest is kind of boring. But the character's really good, so it's fine. One of them has a really good setting and some great characters, so it's also good. One of them has a stupid bitch ass character, but it's kind of cool, so you know it's fine. But one of them is a terrible 4-hour ride through Reddit, quote unquote, comedy.
I
And it is
see.
painfully bad. But it has a very high power level, so if you play it, you get a lot of good stuff.
Mm.
And I don't really need the stuff.
Well, of course you don't need the stuff. It's a video game.
Yes. But then I thought, oh, I should probably play it anyway. So now I'm playing it. And I'm not really enjoying playing it, so I really should have just skipped it.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel kind of stupid. Like I could be doing the more fun things in the game right now instead of this.
What if you, like, turn off the dialogue? How does it feel then?
Yeah, I'm skipping all the dialogue. There's they thought about this. They
Oh.
thought, oh, some players might avoid our terrible, cringy humor. However, we will make the main villain just talk over whatever the player is doing
I see.
with terrible, unfunny bits.
That's the
And
best
this
kind
should be
of bit.
illegal. I think this should be illegal. I think that they should be sued for that.
Oh, I see.
But yeah, no. So and it's kind of funny because well, it's not funny. It's terrible, depressing. But if you look it up online, it's the most liked mod or DLC because people love the cringy Reddit comedy. And I mean, that's kind of predictable in a way, you know. When I played it the first time, and I told Klaka that this is terrible, this is shit, I bet people like it. And then we looked it up online, and yeah, people love it. And it's by far the worst part, and it's written by Chris Avellone.
Curious.
So I would consider it. See, that's kind of the thing, though, because
Where's your god now?
He did nail it. Like, if you read the reviews, like, people that like this kind of comedy really like this DLC. So obviously he managed to write exactly what the people wanted.
Every
What
day
the people wanted.
he was gritting his
crap.
teeth, going into work like,
Yeah.
man.
He was like, "Oh, the people want the crappiest fucking Reddit slop." Yeah, I can do that. I won't like doing it, but I can do it. And then he did it, and people love it.
Maybe he did like doing it though.
He probably did. There's some. There is. There's a lot of tweets about it and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
And he said that the only thing he really regrets writing about the DLC is there's a bunch of penis jokes, and they are terrible. They're really, really bad. But he says, yeah, no, those are actually so bad that I kind of regret writing them. However, I do believe that his tweet reveals something terrible.
Mm-hmm.
Because his tweet is, yeah, I wrote some penis jokes, and they're not very funny, but it was the only thing that made the team laugh.
What?
Maybe you should have written a better comedy game, dude.
It's very funny
imagine,
that he
yeah,
said
so
that.
imagine
Though.
it's a whole team, right? Like you're a professional studio, you have 15 people in the room, and then you present this comedy dialogue, and no one laughs, and everyone says, "That's perfect. That's exactly what the people want."
True. They're geniuses.
Yeah, geniuses.
They knew exactly what was up.
Kind of, yeah. No, and so Chris Avellone is a good writer. He knows how to write the worst fucking shit, and people like it. So
I can't stand for this slander of Chris Avellone, a guy I've never heard before, but whom I am assured is one of the greatest video game writers
he's
of
actually really good.
Fallout.
I mean, the only thing that he's written that is exceptional is Planescape Torment, but when you write Planescape Torment, you don't need to excel in other areas.
I see. Now I feel like
Yeah.
I've heard this excuse me, opinion of yours before. Because I feel like you've said that before, and I went,
Right.
So true, so true.
That's true.
What I say when I've never played Planescape
What you
Torment.
been up to except, being Christmas?
Being president.
You... Are you gonna be at the McMuster? Not the wedding. I don't care about that. The bachelor party.
Yeah, that's the
Yeah.
plan. I don't typically have a lot of concrete plans, so just like, well, that's an event, and it'll be great to
That is an event,
see friends and stuff. What else I got going on? Nothing. I'm free, as they say. So yeah, looking forward to that. That should be great.
Yeah, no. There's a lot of planning that I probably should be doing, but I'm not doing. So.
Are you supposed to be doing it? Are you in charge?
I don't think I'm in charge.
Well, if you were in charge, I suppose it's likely that you would know. So you're probably fine.
No. So I mean, there's the there's the trip that City and I are doing, and we probably need to plan it out.
Yes.
And yeah, there's a lot of stuff. Like, we need to buy tickets. Maybe Obsidian has bought the tickets to the orchestra thing, whatever. It's surprisingly expensive, and I'm not really interested in going to the Jazz Fest as such. But, you know, if everyone else is going, I suppose I'll tag along.
It's gonna turn your life around, man. You're gonna be a jazz guy from now on.
Probably not, but, you know, it could do.
It'll happen. It'll happen. Jazz will save your life one day, as they say.
Possibly, you know, I mean, maybe I should actually learn jazz before, you know, going to the Jazz Fest, so I can blend in with the other people, you know.
The other jazz hards, as they call themselves.
Yeah, exactly, the gas cores.
That's nothing like what I said.
I think also what makes this DLC so bad is that it's extremely front loaded on the Reddit parts.
I see.
The very first, like, you start the DLC, and the very first dialogue is probably almost 10 minutes long,
Wow.
and it is nothing but pure Reddit.
It's the War and
Which,
Peace
you know, yeah,
of
it's kind of impressive in some ways, but it's also shit.
how could he do something so controversial and yet so brave, you know?
That is the question. I should probably actually see that part of the Eric Andre show. I've seen a lot of the other ones, but I actually have no idea about the context of that one.
I mean, you know, it's not like all parts of the Eric Andre show. It's just an extremely funny bit that they thought of, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, it's usually a good bit.
Yeah, yeah.
Like the Thatcher bit is a good bit. It's actually
Yes.
pretty funny.
It's an excellent comment.
It is.
It might be the same bit. Actually, it might be the same interview where he says both of those
You know,
things.
everything in this world might be the same.
I've heard that everything in the world is exactly the same.
That's what the smart people are saying. No, that's what my money's on.
Yeah. The smart money is definitely on that. Don't let anyone tell you
Smart money means
otherwise.
Bitcoin, right?
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
I mean, smart money's got to be like smart TVs and stuff like that. So
It's gotta be.
yeah, so I assume it's Bitcoin.
Maybe it's like smart contracts, you know?
I don't know what that is.
That seems plausibly related, right?
Sounds reasonable if I knew what it was.
Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah.
The idea seems to be that it's a contract that will execute automatically on the blockchain, which is one of those things that I think means something very particular for some people, and to the rest of us just
Yeah,
seems like an
is
impossible promise.
it like a contract that is signed like with a lot of people saying, "Oh, you're not allowed to break this," and thus that is true?
I don't know. How would that possibly work, you know?
I don't know. I don't know what a smart contract is supposed to do. Like I don't understand the mechanism that makes it so good.
All right, well, we've definitively gotten down to the fact that neither of us understand how a smart contract is supposed to work. This thing that you've just learned about. So I think we've really made our case. You know, I think that one's pretty definitively sorted out. If you ask me.
I should ask someone who cares what it means to have a smart contract.
It means you get paid based on the gross and not the net. Yeehaw.
Yeah.
Because that means
Oh
they'll
no!
actually pay you.
It's the end of Christmas. Christmas is over.
What? That can't be right.
Yeah. It's past midnight. It is no longer
Oh.
Christmas. It is now Christmas Day.
Huh.
Merry Christmas, America.
Well, thanks. But I think you'll find you're wrong because it's not past midnight. I mean, certainly
Well,
there is a midnight that has passed previously, but
yeah. A midnight has passed, and it's the 25th in some parts of the world. Thus, Merry Christmas.
very true. Merry Christmas.
Exactly.
And to all, a good Christmas.
Happy holidays, as they say.
As they say, yeah.
Actually, I think, I actually heard that said at my job, which is kind of weird because, we don't have the Jews to care about, so we can just say Merry Christmas all we want.
Well, how many holidays you got going on?
Like 4 million. It's Sweden.
Every day is a holiday.
I mean, basically.
It's Sweden Day every day.
Ooh.
You know? You guys don't even have to worry about it. It's always Sweden Day, obviously. Duh.
All my favorite sweets in one place.
Yeah.
Basically.
What is this? A crossover episode, you can say, walking into the room with all your favorite Swedes in it? Okay. I lost the tutorial. That's fine. I didn't really understand. These are very tempting and odd buttons, but I'm not sure I wanna click them. So I guess you go to options, and then from options you can either replay the tutorial or play the guide.
I love going to the options.
I certainly love having options. I could finally play the daily challenge on Mini Metro.
Dailies are the fucking worst. I hate dailies.
Yeah? What does that mean?
Because the way it makes games feels is like you're doing boring chores.
I see.
Like, oh, you gotta finish up your dailies. You gotta do your weeklies. You gotta get in those login bonuses. Like, dude, I don't need to be fucking shepherded to your game. If it's fun, I'll play it. If not, I don't want to be fucking goaded into playing it.
This is a different type of daily.
All right, that's good.
This is like a daily challenge because this is almost a puzzle game. You know?
Right. Yeah, and I mean a daily, the daily. It is not a daily. It's like the daily Wordle. I mean that's something.
Yeah, it's basically like that. Now, it does have the additional property that, like, I'm pretty sure it's not going to be interesting for me to play this. Like, it's barely interesting for me to play the regulars that aren't even daily. But we'll do one. We'll do one.
It's fine.
I haven't used the line or all my tunnels, so it's hard to say which of them I should want. An interesting thing about Mini Metro is that once you play the game enough, the beginning is always like super chill and cash, and you can just sit back and have a drink.
I assume you beat the level, like Bustle or whatever.
You can't actually really beat it. You just sort of play until you die. But
You just kind of play more.
So if I play more, how would that qualify as me beating
the
it?
way the sound effects made it sound certainly made it sound when you beat the level.
Well, we'll say I did then.
Nice.
It's basically like a cool, good-looking little subway map simulator, and then they added some challenge to that, and then they have added like objectives that you can complete, which is the closest thing to the structure of having a game that this game has. However, I was playing the tutorial, so it didn't even have any goals, actually.
Right.
It was just like, your goal is learn the game and don't die. Don't die a task at which you must inevitably fail, as all men are mortal.
Are all men mortal?
So far.
I mean, not everyone has died, right? So you wouldn't know.
Yeah, I mean, you know, I'm open to being proved wrong.
Yeah, no, it sounds like people are just assuming. Oh, and I don't like assumption.
That's so true. You're the least assumptive guy I've ever known.
On the other end, I did assume that that's the assumption. So, maybe I'm not the good guy here.
Oh, you're definitely the bad guy. Don't get me wrong.
Oh no.
You're definitely not making it out of this one morally unscathed. I'm gonna place an interchange. It's the smoothest interchange placement of all time.
Nice.
Usually I place an interchange when things are late and they're becoming desperate, and you start to wonder how everything is gonna line up. But this one, it's just obvious. This is the only
Maybe
place.
you're just clever. What if you're just really smart?
I agree. I agree. I've just realized something quite possibly devastating,
Oh no, that's not good.
which is that the nature of the daily challenge is that
There's
no
no daily and there's no challenge.
there is no additional objective. So I'm just gonna have to run this train station into the friggin' ground.
Hmm.
You know?
Yeah.
There's no redemption here. There is only a bitter and beautiful death.
Where's my friend gone? My friend has disappeared.
Are you talking about me?
Hey, I found my friend again. It's fine.
Yay!
He had just run away.
Wow.
Which, to be fair, kind of rude, but
So I'm kind of like wasting my time, and I'm not going to get a good score, which
oh
is
no.
an interesting way to be sure. Definitely.
Writing now.
Well, I got an achievement for losing this game.
I mean, I do love achievements.
True. I've turned off the screen capture because I'm not sure if it will show my Steam name, which is not actually something I want. No, it just shows the name you. I'm in the bottom 50%. It's actually I'm actually like right in the middle. I'm above the two lower modes, you know?
Hmm.
If you saw this graph, you would know.
I would know. Yeah.
I'm like better than average, but I'm not actually good.
Oh.
Except also, I mean, as we've established, I'm not better than average.
Bruh.
If you think about it. Time left.
What if you don't think about it?
Interesting. I wonder what time left means, because it didn't really seem to indicate.
I would assume time left. Now that seems to make sense to me.
Maybe after like 50 minutes, it's like, okay, end of the challenge. End of the daily challenge. Incredible that you've gotten this far. I'm not gonna let you go any further. Nice. I'm in the top 10% of people who played Tokyo at some point.
I mean, that's pretty good.
Yeah, I'm something of a Japanese myself. I feel like this Chicago challenge is going to be super easy. Because no more than 8 stations per line. You shouldn't be doing that anyway, buddy.
That's true.
That's too many stations. You just have to make sure you have enough lines so you never get into a situation where you cannot fulfill the requirements. All right, second line. We're getting started already.
Nice.
Maybe it would be smarter not to do that, so I can like conserve my lines and only like get up to the maximum for one line, and then it'll stop me and go, no, don't do that. Like I'm at the maximum now. Let's see what happens. Good. Good. Yeah, right. This is like bad station economy, I guess. When you get right down to it. I'm back playing with the Xbox controller. Alright, now I need to take line. You got me.
You know what I'm gonna do?
What?
I'm gonna get some more Christmas dinner.
Ho ho! What does that
Because
mean?
I still haven't put it away, so I might as well, just eat it.
Yeah. True.
True.
After all, why shouldn't I eat the Christmas dinner?
Why shouldn't I just keep eating this forever?
What is the Christmas dinner?
You didn't see my pictures of the Christmas buffet?
Oh, okay. Now
I mean,
I'm
that's also
putting it
only
together.
half of it because I didn't remember to put out the rest of the food actually. So there's more than that.
Nice.
But I didn't get as many guests as I thought I would, so it was kind of waste. I made a lot of food.
Stop, my mouth can only water so much.
No, yeah, just when you
Yeah.
you can eat all the food you want.
Why did I fly back home to see my family when instead I should have flown over to you
Yeah, and then you can have
to
free dinner.
have free dinner?
You can have free dinner like 2 days in a row, probably.
That would be
Maybe even 3
crazy.
days in a row.
That would go so hard. I think I need to get the line here, even though the interchange is so valuable. But like, I'm gonna have to brutally refactor or possibly even just fail the challenge if I don't pick up another line.
That was a pretty annoying sound.
What was the sound?
I don't know. It sounded just like, beeping.
Hmm.
It wasn't from your puzzle game?
No, I don't think so. I didn't hear it at
Huh.
all. There are certainly occasionally noises coming from your end.
This will stop the pain. Like it didn't make any specific sound right there.
There is sort of a boom, boom going on.
Yeah.
On
No,
my
it,
end.
it vibrates quite a lot in
My
the
God,
microphone. Whatever. I don't care.
that's pretty crazy. The contamination
That's
of sound.
crazy, man. Sometimes things are a bit crazy.
Sometimes things go hog wild. Okay, so
Should
now
be
I'm
recorded again.
I'm thinking that the only 8 stations per line really do be a constraint, actually. When you get right down to it.
Do you think is cuter, Dr. Klein or Dr. Barnes?
Hmm. Just one more line, bro. Okay. This should have a graphical detail telling me it's not connected, I guess. But it does not. We do a little manual triage. Hmm. So now that that's picked those up, maybe what we want to do. Actually, this as a stopgap measure. Then that saves us a bridge. I don't even think I need another line at this point. I just need more capacity. Well, that is an interesting concept. I guess that's fine. You know. Maybe this would be the perfect time to have another line. Or yes, yes. Things are looking pretty dire, gamers.
Oh no.
There we go. Things are rapidly recovering.
All right. I'm probably going to go to sleep.
Nice.
So, good night and enjoy your Christmas.
Thank you. Merry Christmas.
Cheers, man.
Cheers. I think I can still make it. It's crazy that this triangle up top hasn't even spawned anything, and there's still a problem in the north. Alright, they got us in the first half. However, we will build back better. Alright, that doesn't matter at all, but we're going. So that's chill. A bit of a dark horse candidate, but the thing is, we really want that orange to be clearing squares constantly. So, there you go. Hmm. So I thought my interchange would be the triangle, but because we have the square just blasting through that, it's actually fine. And maybe we spend our interchange on this guy. Oh my god. Oh no, that's way too much on square. That's no good. That's so bad. Okay, so I think what I need to do is the dream of every American man. When you get right down to it. And no, that doesn't mean anything. I'm probably gonna need those bridges. Hmm. That's fine. All right. We're gonna blast squares even betterly. You know, because I believe in the power of love. Do the trains slow down when they cross over other train tracks? I was not aware of this, but it does. seem to happen. I think it's really unaesthetic when the thin line occurs, so I'm trying to avoid that. Yeah, that's alright. You know, if you have some extra space, you can pick up that. We'll just do a tiny manual adjustment here. And yes. Um. What if we do that? Is that alright? Is that enough? Hmm. I will make the square blaster slightly less efficient. Maybe interchanges are just a cheap trick. Like, maybe you should never be trying to build something that necessitates an interchange. At least at the beginning. Then again, having the little transparent line does allow me to pretend like they built it that way because it was more efficient to tunnel both at the same time in the same place, which is fun. I wonder if they're both running at the same place. Do they both like experience that same slowdown effect? That may or may not occur when things overlap. I'm gonna need that, I'm sure. Yeah, I don't know. There isn't even a train on that yet. I'm just thinking about it. I'm just workshopping it. I'm gonna need another line pretty shortly, but this carriage is looking pretty sweet though. Well, that one's tough. I guess I could just use the bridge. No, okay. Yeah, I know, okay. Yeah. Wait, maybe we do this so that no one's ever tempted. It's never tempted to take triangles here. Only circles, and those circles would be dispatched by the... God, this is so annoying. Just like let me pick up the thing. What is this? It's part of the game. Having really annoying pixel hunts to pick it up is not part of the game. So this will discharge the triangles as well, which is important because it keeps not doing that, lol, which is bad. Okay, it looks like the blues have quieted down, possibly because I fixed that other bottleneck, which is nice if so. I guess I'm gonna need another line before I need another bridge. Yeah, actually, that's true. Because I can do this. Then make this the line. Interesting. So maybe what I do is I flip this over to here. Give this that. Take that from there. Cut that one. Borrow from green. Borrow, I remind you. Slow down time a little bit. Oh, thank God. Okay. Hit them with their own train car. Just like Sun Tzu always said you should do. It's getting pretty rough. That's probably bad. I'm probably sacrificing some efficiency there. Hmm. Can I bleed over the finish line at this point, is the question. Whew. Good. Alright, now how long can I keep this going? This is tough. No doubt, no doubt. Actually, that's way easier than I thought. How is that possible? Oh, because I've beaten the challenge now. So I don't need to follow the rules of the challenge. Yeah, I'm not very attached to this. I think I'll just let it crumble. Alright, maybe one more before bed, since that one was a difficult one and there was other malarkey happening. The Danube. I will definitely be ghost tunnel juggling if the past is any guide to the future. Man, whoever made this layout, great job. You put all the buttons in the right places. You did it. I wonder if squares are going to be at a heavy premium again, like in Chicago. It's only 2 tunnels? Yeah, then I don't need an additional line yet. We're so close to already having 400 passengers in the cosmic scale of things. Man, I really need triple speed up. Button. I'll distribute this a little bit more evenly. A little bit more helpfully. Help out my tunnelless brother. Hello? Although, of course, actually at this point, I can use both tunnels, and it's perfectly fine. Ooh. I'm kind of trying to figure out the line maximum here as well. For engines. Which is why I'm doing this strategy that doesn't actually seem great. To me, at least. Bit of a free choice here, which we might have to reverse later. Yeah, 2 tunnels. Okay. Tunnels still useless. Alright, so it is 4. I guess I forgot to toggle the background music back on when I had the chance. I think it will quit the game now, which would not be good. You know? I've already gotten 400. You know, spiritually. It's already happened. Oh, there you go. So I think it might be time to start breaking out a new line. And just kind of like make the north and the south of the yellow line separate lines so that they can sort of get to other shapes. Good times. What are we doing? 1,200. Doesn't seem that hard. We'll see what happens. It's interesting. I think if I spread these out, then theoretically, there should be no downside to keeping them all on the same track. I mean, besides the fact that I can no longer place a fresh engine, which is pretty bad for our growth potential. But what if I just did this dumb thing for no reason? I think that would be somewhat funny. Yep. Don't mean to be hubristic, but only 200 left to go. Easy. In the bag. Nothing will stop us now. Everything is ruined. We'll never survive. Thank God. Nice. So I guess theoretically, actually, it's pretty stupid to have these, because what I actually want is like as direct of a route to the special zones as possible. Maybe not, though. A train just came from there and picked up nothing from it. I guess they all think they're gonna get there faster going the other way. That, yep, okay. Let's get a little crazy with it. Well, that's fine. That's fine. Let's look at what the next challenge is. Berlin. Few tunnels, River Spree. No more than one locomotive per line. You're crazy for this one, but also we're gonna knock that out. Just 100. Easy. Nothing. In fact, we're gonna go even crazier with it. Speeding up the clock. Wow, 10 people have ridden on my train. Crazy, crazy. I know, I'm something of a big deal. This is not, like, interesting. There are only so many things they are able to throw at me, you know? I'm checking my messages. I'm gonna, for the first time, I'm gonna check chat. I am gonna need like all of the lines. And also carriages. Probably not tunnels though. They're probably not gonna give me a lot of tunnels on the other hand. Yeah, okay, I'll push it a little bit. And then I'm mostly just gonna be getting lines. Yep, my chat room, nice and pristine, just how I like it. Well, that is tough for the not needing tunnels thesis. Let me get right down to it. I think we unwind this. They meet here. We just leave that nasty twisted tunnel right there. And the ghosts can fight it out amongst themselves as well. I made it too efficient. Here's what I need to do. The Square Express can have additional capacity. I should have known the Berliners would give me the greatest challenge of all. Oh, I see. The triangle is so mundane that actually that should be the, yeah. I'm not saying we're not gonna make it. But I definitely understand why it might be a limit of 1,000. Well, that's no more than one locomotive per line. All right, that was a pretty crazy play for them. So I think I'm gonna have to run a rescue operation on myself. Oh, frick. No, that's all right. That's all right. It's fine. Gonna go back to checking my messages. Hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay, so I think it actually never makes sense to take the carriage. I was really banking on that paying off a bit later, but actually it just meant I had a one car I couldn't use for a while. pretty much just like emulating more trains with fewer trains, but more lines. And that's fine, I guess. That's a tough choice right there. Hmm. If I could get another line to bolster my left side, that would be very solid. we'll make our own bolster. This is not even gonna fulfill me trying again. We'll do it this way. Spooky, spooky. Hmm. What? Oh man. Oh man. Oh man. Okay, I think we go rescue mode with the purple, right? We are going to run Giga Rescue right now for a second. Ay, ay, ay. It's kind of interesting. Apparently brutal as a challenge. may come back to this again. I'm pretty sure I will not defeat the entire game. But also, you know, there aren't that many maps if I can just kind of beat everything basically on the first try. So, you know, maybe, maybe not. Goodbye.